Welcome. Today we'll be discussing about operations with fractions too. Then to be precise, we'll be dealing with mixed operations with fractions. So before we proceed, I welcome you to Sachino's YouTube channel. So we'll be dealing with the rule of BODMAS in this aspect of fraction. So now let's go. Let me put that statement into writing. And we have something like this. The rule of BODMAS is used for fractions with mixed operations. So now let me now explain the meaning of this acronym BODMAS. The B there represents brackets. The O there represents, we can say order, or we can say off. Now the D there represents division. The M there represents multiplication. Okay, the A there, let me shift my board a bit up. Okay, so let's say the A there represents addition, while the S there represents subtraction. Okay, so that's the meaning of BODMAS. Well, that's what we use in Africa. In UK, that is United Kingdom, we can use the word, or they use the word BODMAS or BODMAS. So that's just it now. So, but I want us to note that when solving fraction question and it involves division and multiplication, so I will advise that you should not obey the rule of BODMAS. What I mean, division and multiplication only. You don't need to obey the rule of BODMAS. Just start your analysis from left to right. So the same thing applies if you are dealing with addition and subtraction only in the fraction question. So you start your workings from the left to the right again. So now let's go straight into question solving. So let's move. So let's say we are asked to solve this question. Example: without using mathematical tables, simplify now this is the question. 3 whole number 4/9 to divide 5 whole number 1/3 minus 2 whole number 3/4, then plus, okay, let's take 5 whole number 9/10. Now this is quite very easy. Before we start the fraction question, so we have to follow the rule of BODMAS. So you can see we have brackets here, so we start with the one in the bracket first. So let's start with the one in the bracket. So let's go. But before that, let's change everything to improper fractions. So 9 times 3, we have it to be 27. 27 plus 4, we have it to be 31. So you have 31/9. So divided by, I'm changing this one that is also inside this fraction, inside this bracket, to improper fraction. So 3 times 5, we have 15 plus 1, we have 16/3, minus 4 times 2, we have it to be 8. 8 plus 3, we have it to be 11/4. Let's move on. Plus 10 times 5, we have 50. 50 plus 9, we have 59/10. So now let's move again. So what we need to do here is to get the LCM of 3 and 4. So let's go. We have 31/9 to divide. Now the LCM here is definitely 12. So I'm going to write 12 down. 12 goes in 3. We have 4. 4 times 16. We have 64. The minus 12 goes in 4. We have 3. 3 times 11. We have 33. So now let me enclose the bracket again. Then plus 59 all over 10. So let's move on. So in this case again, now we see how it to be 31 all over 9. Then divided by, what is 64 minus 33? We have it to be 31 all over 12. Then plus 59 all over 10. Then the next thing after bracket is what? Division. Division follows, or division comes first before addition. So we are going to obey the rule of BODMAS here. So now let's move on to the other side of the board. So we have, I'm going to change this division to multiplication, then flip this 12 up and bring this 31 down. So let's go and do it in the other side of the board. Then we have something like this. Let's go. I will have it to be 31 all over 9. Then change your division. Then I have here to be 12 all over 31. Then plus, this is actually 59 all over 10. So let's move. I notice here now that this 31 can just cancel this 30. I also notice that 3 can divide 9. We have it to be 3. 3 can divide 12. Here we have it to be 4. So let's move on. So 4 times 1 here, we have 4 all over what? 3. Then add it to what? 59 all over what? 10. So what next again is to look for the LCM. The LCM of 3 and 10 definitely is going to give us 30. So I'm going to put 30 down here. 30 goes in 3. We have it to be 10. 10 times 4, we have to be 40. Plus 30 goes in 10. We have 3. 3 times 59, that's actually 177. So now let's move on. 40 plus 177 definitely will give us 217 divided by 30. So what is now the answer here? 7 whole number, 7 all over 30. And that is the perfect answer to that question. Now let's move on to the next question for today's class. Let's go. So let's say, for example, we are asked to simplify. We are asked to simplify one whole number, 1 all over 4 plus 7 all over 9. Then to divide one whole number, 4 over 9 minus 2 whole number, 2 all over 3. Then times 9 all over 64. Now this is quite very easy. So let's deal with the numerator first before the denominator. So let's take up. So I will just say 4 for the numerator. So what do we have here? We have one whole number, 1 all over 4 plus 7 over 9. So we need to convert these to improper fractions. So we have it to be 4 times 1. We have 4 plus 1. We have it to be 5 over 4. Then this is plus 7 all over 9. So let's move on to the other side of the board. Let me draw my line to make my work nice and neat. So here now we are going to look for the LCM of 4 and 9. So what is actually the LCM? The LCM is 36. So I'm going to write the LCM out. Let's go. So the LCM is actually 36. So 36 goes in 4. We have to be 9. 9 times 5, we have to be 45. So it's going to give us 45. Then this is actually plus. Now 36 goes in 9. We have 4. 4 times 7, we have to be 28. So we are going to add them together. 45 plus 28, we have it to be 73. Then divided by 36. Okay, so that is the answer to the numerator. Now let's go straight to the denominator. So for the denominator, let me write it out. Okay, so we have it to be one whole number, 4 over 9 minus, okay, this is 2 whole number, 2 over 3, then times 9 all over what? 64. So the first thing we need to do is to convert everything to improper fraction. So let's go. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 4. We have it to be 13 over 9. Then minus 3 times 2. We have it to be 6. 6 plus 2. We have it to be 8 all over 3. Then 2 times 9 all over what? 64. Now since we have subtraction and multiplication, so we must obey the rule of BODMAS here. So we need to solve multiplication first before subtraction, following the rule of BODMAS, because multiplication comes first. So in that case, we move. Let me go to the other side of the board. So what will I have? Let me still draw my line. Okay, let's go. In this case again, now we have our result to become 13 all over 9, then minus. So I notice here, look at it very well here, that 8 can divide here 1, 8 can divide 64, we have 8. Then what next again? 3 can divide here 1, 3 goes in 9, we have it to be 3. So what is the final answer here? We have it to be 3 all over 8. So here now we have 13 all over 9 minus 3 over 8. So let's look for the LCM. What's the LCM of 9 and 8? Then we have it to be 72. So let's put 72 down. 72 goes in 9. We have it to be 8. 8 times 13. We have it to be 104. 104 minus 72 in 8. We have it to be, that will be 9. 9 times 7. Then 9 times 3 to be precise, will give us 27. So 104 minus 27, we have it to be 77. You can punch your calculator there, divided by 72. So that is the denominator. So now we are going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So let's divide the two results together. So numerator divided by the denominator. So the numerator is actually, let's go, 73. You can see it here, it's crystal clear. 73 divided by 36 to divide, okay, the denominator, which is actually 77 all over 72. So let's move. 77 all over 72. So let's go. So let's change this division now to multiplication and flip the 77 all over 72. So we are going to do that now. Let me move on to the other side. Let's go. What continues? Okay. So we now have our result to become 73 all over 36. Now times 72 all over 77. Okay. So I notice here now that 36 can divide itself to give me 1. 36 goes in 72, then we have it to be 2. So nothing can divide. When I check these ones here, they cannot divide, so I will leave it alone. So I will now say 73 times 2. What will I have there? That will give me 146. Then divide by 77. So let's convert this one to mixed number. So we have it to be one whole number. Okay, that will remain 69. We have 69 all over 77. You can confirm that with your calculator. So we are through with that question. Let's go to the third question for today's class. So if you're asked to simplify, okay, let's move. This fraction, let me write it out here. Okay, so we have 1 all over 2 of. Don't forget that of simply means multiplication. All over 4. Now divided by 1 all over 3. Okay, to divide, let me put the division sign. To divide 1 all over 6 minus 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2. So here also we will start with the numerator. We solve the numerator, solve the denominator, and divide the two results together, just like the way we solve the former question. So now let's go. Solution to this question again. Let's start with the numerator. Let's go. So what will I have here? I have 1 all over 2. The off sign there, I'm going to change it to multiplication straight. Then this is 1 all over 4. You know what? I'm going to change this division to multiplication and also flip. So this will be 3 over 1. You know, it's 1 over 3 to change to 3 over 1. So observe that nothing can divide. I will just say 3 times 1. We have it to be 3. Then all over what? Let me remove this. All over 8. And that is the answer to the numerator. Now let's go straight to the denominator. Let's move. That's a very easy question. So our work continues. So I'm going to talk about the denominator now. So the denominator. Okay, so let's go. This is 1 all over 6 minus 3. I'm writing it. Then plus 1 all over 2. Now this involves subtraction and addition. So you can start your analysis from the left to the right. You don't need to obey the rule of BODMAS here. Okay, so let's look for the LCM. So what's the LCM here? We have it to be 12. The LCM of 4, 6, and 2. So the LCM is 12. 12 goes in 6. We have it to be 2. 2 times 1. We have it to be 2. Minus 12 goes in 4. We have 3. 3 times 3. We have 9. 12 goes in 6. 12 goes in 2. We have it to be 6. 6 times 1. We have it to be 6. So we have 2 minus 9 plus 6. That will give me 2 minus 9 is negative 7. Negative 7 plus 6. We have it to be negative 1. Then divide 12. And that is the answer to the denominator. So this time around, I'm going to divide them. The two results, we divide them together. So which is numerator to divide denominator. To divide denominator. So what's the numerator answer? You can see crystal clear here. We got 3 all over 8. To divide, let me use this short division. To divide negative 1 all over 12. So let's move on to the other side. Okay, so I have it to become, let's move. I'm going to change this division to multiplication and flip the fraction in front of it. So what will I have? 3 all over 8 times, then here will be negative 12 over 1. Okay, so after doing that, I notice here now that, check out this, something can divide, which is 4. So I'm going to use 4 to divide. 4 goes here, 2, 4 goes in 12, we have to be 3. So nothing can divide again, so 3 times 3, we have it to be 9. Then all over 2, then don't forget the subtraction sign there. Include it here, which is the same thing as negative 4 number 1 all over 2. And that is the perfect answer to that question. Now let's move on to the last question. Okay, so let me go there by writing the last question for today's class. Let's move. The fourth question. So we have it to be simplified. We are asked to simplify. Okay, we are given 4 whole number 2 over 9 minus 1 whole number 13 all over 15. Now to divide, watch out, this division sign. To divide, let's go. To divide 2 whole number 1 all over 5 plus 4 over 7 times 2 whole number 1 all over 3. Okay, this is actually the question, so we still perform the same experiment by dealing with the numerator first, then later we deal with the denominator next. So let's go on. Numerator will be 4 whole number 2 all over 9 minus 1 whole number 13 all over 15. So let me convert everything to improper fraction. Let's go. Let me divide my line into 2 to make my work nice and neat. So 9 times 4, we have it to be 36. 36 plus 2, we have it to be 38. So here is actually 38 all over 9. Then minus 15 times 1, we have 15 plus 13. Then we are going to have it to be 28. Oh, that's good. Divided by 15. So let's look for the LCM here also. The LCM of 15 and 9 will give us 45. That's actually the LCM of both. So we have 45. Let me go on. 45 goes in 9. We have it to be 5. 5 times 38. That's actually 190. Then minus 45 goes in 15. We have it to be 3. 3 times 28. That will give us 84. Okay. So 190 minus 84, we have it to be actually 106 divided by 45. Okay, so let's leave this one as the answer to the numerator. Now let's talk about the denominator. Let's talk about the denominator. So that is actually, let me duplicate this and bring it down over here. That's my denominator. So in this case, I'm going to change everything to improper fraction. Okay, so let's move on to the next side. Improper fraction. Let's do that first before we apply the rule of BODMAS. So in this case again, we have something like this. 5 times 2, we have it to be 10. 10 plus 1, we have it to be 11. So this is actually 11 all over 5. Then plus, then this is actually a proper fraction. Let's leave it alone. Times. Now this is 3 times 2. We have it to be 6. 6 plus 1. We have it to be 7 all over 3. So I notice here, don't forget, you have to solve the one with multiplication. Multiplication comes before addition in BODMAS. So let's deal with this first. Let's deal with this one first. So let's go. So what do we have here? I notice that this 7 can cancel this 7. So 7 goes here 1, 7 goes here 1 also. So let's go. Here we have 11 all over 5. Then plus, then this is actually 4 over 3. Then we look for the same LCM. LCM of 5 and 3 will give us 15. So 15 goes in 5, we have it to be 3. 3 times 11, we have it to be 33. Plus 15 goes in 3, we have 5. 5 times 4, we have it to be 20. So when you add them together, we have it to be 53 to divide 15. And that is the answer to the denominator. So now we are going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So let's go. Numerator to divide denominator. Okay, so let's divide them together. Let's go. So what do we have? Only 4 questions for this class. So the numerator is actually, we got 106 divided by 45. I'm going to put them down. Let me write it down. 106 divided by 45. Now to divide the denominator, which is 53, to divide 15. So let's change the division sign. 106 over 45. So times 15 all over 53. Okay, so I noticed something here. I noticed that 15 can divide 45 directly without leaving any remainder. 15 goes here 1, 15 goes in 45, we have it to be 3. I also noticed something here, that 53 can divide 106 without leaving any remainder directly. 53 goes here 1, 53 goes in 106. Then we have it to be 2. Wow, so the result finally becomes 2 over 3. And that is the answer to that question. So we have come to the end of today's class. So now let me give out the assignment required. Let's give out the assignment. So the assignment is very important. Send your answer to me in the comment section. So let's move. Assignment. So let's say we are giving a question like this. Let's move. Simplify 1 whole number 1 all over 4 plus 7 all over 9. To divide, okay, we have this also, which is 1 whole number 4 over 9 minus 2 whole number 2 over 3 times 9 all over 64. That is the first question. Now the second question, number 2, we have to simplify without using, let me take it up, without using tables or calculator. So we are given something like this, which is 3 over 4 into bracket 3 whole number 3 all over 8 plus 1 whole number 5 all over 8. Okay, to divide to 2 whole number 1 all over 8. So let me write it out. Minus 1 whole number 1 all over 2. We have come to the end of today's class. So like, share and subscribe immediately after watching this video. Thank you very much. We meet in the next video.